Hello, Jay Barino here. Welcome back. It's Malfurion's Quest. Do you remember this from, like, I don't know, 7 years ago? We got a flashing black screen every so often. Yeah, so the Sentinel Path is out. People have been asking for it for years and years and years. I don't know if it's 100% done, but a lot of it is done, at least. That's as far as I know. Anyway, let's... I'm going to have to replay the start of this campaign, and then it splits to Sentinel and Highborn Path. We played the Highborn Path a long time ago, and it's probably been updated, but for now we're going to play through the Sentinel's Path from the start. I am playing on the Reforged version, which is classic graphics, and you can check the link in the description where you can get this for yourself. The Oracle's Prophecy. Let's see if we still have a flashing screen. Everything seems in order. In the time before time, the world of Azeroth consisted of one massive continent known as Kalimdor. The most successful inhabitants of this strange land were the Night Elves. At the center of their civilization laid a lake of incandescent energies. This lake, known as the Well of Eternity, served as the heart of the world's beauty and magic. For ages past, the Night Elves lived a life of great peace and prosperity. However, this life was not to last forever. Within the Night Elf society were the Highborn, led by the beautiful Queen Ashara, who developed the ability to control the Well of Eternity's cosmic energies. After becoming corrupted from absorbing the well's waters, the Highborn began to use their new powers for sinister purposes. Their reckless use of magic soon attracted the attention of the great demonic race known as the Burning Legion. Through manipulation, Queen Ashara and her Highborn were tricked into summoning portals, which allowed the demon's passage into Azeroth from the twisting nether. And thus began the Great War, known as the War of the Ancients. Great cities fell to the demons as they commenced their war in Azeroth. Though the brave Night Elves stood their ground, many fell to the fury of the Legion's onslaught. Eventually, a wise scholar named Malfurion Stormrage discovered that the Well of Eternity was the demon's link between their two worlds. Determined to end the Legion's invasion, he rallied many great allies to aid him. Among them was the great demigod Cenarius. His powers over nature allowed him to command the forests to do his bidding. Another faction were the powerful Dragonflights, the guardians of the world. While they preferred not to interfere with the affairs of mortals, the Burning Legion threatened their duty of safeguarding all life. Finally, there was Tyrande Whisperwind, the future leader of the Night Elves. She is also Furion's beloved, and the High Priestess of Elune. United, Furion led his allies to attack Queen Ashara's tyranny and destroy the Well of Eternity. Yet the Night Elves' victory over the Legion came at a heavy price. The well's destruction resulted in a massive explosion that tore the world apart. Devastated from this catastrophic event and the loss of their homes, the Night Elves abandoned their use of magic in fear of jeopardizing the world once more. Those who survived the explosion eventually made their way to the only landmass in sight, Mount Hyjal. While the Night Elves hoped to rebuild their civilization, a familiar presence awaited them in the nearby lake. Illidan Stormrage, the brother of Furion, had defiled the waters of the lake with the energies from the destroyed well. In his lust for power over magic, he ultimately created a new Well of Eternity. For his crime, the now called Malfurion sentenced his brother to be imprisoned. The Night Elves' Watchers, led by Maev's Shadowsong, were entrusted to ensure Illidan remained sealed in his chamber for all eternity. To safeguard the well and to prevent the demons from returning to Azeroth, Malfurion and the Dragonflights made a pact. A great tree was to be implanted to grow over the Well of Eternity and protect its magics. This tree, named Nordrassil, would stand as a symbol of the Night Elves' bond with nature. The tree was also blessed to allow the Night Elves to never age or fall prey to disease. Shortly afterwards, Malfurion and the Night Elves were instructed to meet with the ancient oracle. Why is it you've summoned me here, Ancient One? I have foreseen a dark future ahead for your people, Shandos Stormrage. Take heed to my words as I inform you of my prophecy. The demons seek to destroy Azeroth, and vow this to their last breath. In 10 millennium's time, and through mortal works, the Legion will return to incur death. The Night Elves and demons will battle once more, yet only one race will survive the dawn. Despite the Oracle's prophecy, Malfurion and the Druids were required to uphold their end of the pact of protecting the Well of Eternity. They agreed to allow their spirits to roam the infinite parts of Ysera's Emerald Dream, a spiritual realm which exists outside the boundaries of the physical world. Ensuring the flow of nature from the Emerald Dream requires the Druids to sleep for many centuries. The time has come, my love. Ysera has assured me that I will awaken should the Legion ever make their return. You mean we'll have to wake you up? Please, Furion, you cannot leave me for Ysera's Emerald Dream. I need you with me. Do not worry, Tyrande. Know that as long as we hold true to our love, we will never truly be apart. Just remember, I will always be thinking of you. I understand. "10,000 years later. Take position, sisters. The demons are coming. It is as was foretold. The Legion is ready, my lord. Excellent. The Night Elves won't stand a chance. To arms, warriors. We are the protectors of Nordrassil, and we shall stand united. Your courage will not save you, Stormrage. Press the attack. Now, Furion. Taste the wrath of the goddess, demons. Fight on, my warriors. Their forces are depleting. Nothing stands between me and the World Tree. Elune, help us. There's too many. Furion. My strength falters. You shall go no further, Kil'jaeden. Elune will give me strength. Tyrande. How very bold, priestess. Unfortunately, your goddess will not save you this time. I have failed my people. Don't you wish you had the power to stop the demons? What is happening? There's no denying it, Furion. Only by possessing true power can you hope to stop the demonic threat. Or watch as the Legion destroys the world. All right. After many centuries in the Emerald Dream, Malfurion awakens from this terrible nightmare. Putting the doubts in his mind aside, he ventures out of his barrow den and into the wilderness. So, that was all a dream. Also, Turnro's campaigns take place in an alternate timeline, starting with Rowan the Wise. I played these very, very long ago. Again, probably 8-9 years ago at this point. I don't remember the exact changes. It's interesting. It started kind of comical. Like, there was a mission to, like, kill chickens or something, because someone was, like, Uther was a chicken, something goofy like that, and, like, the Night Elves invade the Eastern Kingdoms. Anyway, it became something very serious, and now Malfurion's Quest, if I recall, was one of the best custom campaigns I had played back at the time. So, why it's Kil'jaeden instead of Archimonde, there's probably some explanation from an older campaign. I think they've all been updated recently as well. Recently, like, within the last 2 years. That's recent to me, I guess. So you could check all of them out if you want. I might replay them as well eventually. But let's continue. What is the meaning of this? The horn has not been sounded. Still, my dream. I felt the very essence of the land suffer around me. Could it be? I must reach the mountain pass and seek counsel with the eternal spirits. All right. Hello, sir. Entangling roots, that's normal. That's normal. Treants is normal. Nature's Wrath. Causing nearby... What is it normal? Does he normally have Thorns aura? New players can find out more about this campaign by pressing F9 and clicking the About and Tips. I'd love to. Okay, so we're not in 2.0 yet. You can play the good story path up to Chapter 9 and the complete evil story path up to Chapter 11. Okay, we're playing on normal. There are 8 legendary items on hard. You know, I remember trying to play Rowan the Wise on hard, and it was it was really hard, so I just didn't bother. So we're playing on normal. We've got Malfurion's pouch, so we can hold additional items. That's very, very handy, and it doesn't take an extra slot in his normal 6. Stat boosting items do not affect Malfurion while in the pouch, but you can use consumables such as potions and scrolls. The pouch starts out with 2 slots, and you can get more by completing certain optional objectives. That's awesome. Turn on subtitles. They are. Music. Yeah. Using Who's Your Daddy on hard difficulty result in an automatic loss. Just because, I guess. Destroying creep huts will not drop any items. Thank goodness. Okay, thanks for pointing that out. Early. I like knowing that. Okay, let's go. What's this third ability? We'll worry about it when we get our first point. How about that? How about that? It's weird coming back to this campaign. Again, it's still not fully done, but it's, you know, it's exciting. So do we just want to plop this in here? Oh, he starts with a health pot. How nice. What's this right here? He carries a pouch. Hey, we read the tips and tricks as was asked. So don't come at me here being like, oh, here's the tips and tricks again. When we do this, I think they can't attack when they're, like, even if you're right on top of them, they can't hit you, right? It's like a full-on, it's basically a stun, a ruby of health. Okay. There's nothing in the creep huts. There's nothing in the creep huts. I'm going to have to remind myself this a lot. There's nothing in the creep huts. There's nothing in the eggs. No spider eggs. Spider eggs are always the ones that get me. There have been rare instances I played something where there's stuff in the spider eggs. Which way to go first, though? Boom. Do this. Kill this one. This is an instant kill on the Murlocs. I do like me a good intelligence hero. Trust me on that. I mean, he can't tank. But... okay, cool. Can use that in combat. F2 for the pouch. Yeah, sure. Now, Malfurion's pouch is Uther. Crates. Who do you think put these crates here? So we can do F2 and then pick it up as long as it's in range of him. That's handy. I think that was everywhere. I like the idea of the legendary items on hard. I guess the whole thing here where it's like you lose instantly if you use any cheats, or I guess using, well, it just said Who's Your Daddy. You could use other cheats on hard difficulty, I guess. Again, that's an author's choice. I'm the kind of person where it's like if I can't beat a harder difficulty, I'll just lower the difficulty, so it makes sense. It's just, you know, I guess this is the author enforcing that mindset on folks. And it's like, yo, dog, I just want to see what's going on here with the legendary items. But that's not allowed. Okay, go ahead. I think what the game wanted me to do was this, so that he can't heal. Oh, they can still cast spells when they're rooted. Interesting. You learn something new every day. So it's not a stun. I always thought it was just an immobilize, but they can't auto-attack even if you're right on top of them. Pretty typical mission 1 here, wandering around. Books and crates. Books and crates. Furbolgs? Hello. Okay. Shadow Stormrage, you have returned. Rise, most noble Furbolgs. The Archdruid of the Moonglade calls upon your strength in this hour of need. Yeah, we can use these guys. Normally I would just... I mean, he still has good health regen, so we'll use him first. Let him take some heat. Alright, go ahead, help him out. Let's not... We don't have to use Root. That is not a requirement for every transaction. Every encounter. I do like the music. Good music choices. Good music. Here, let's go ahead and root that one in the back. But yeah, good music choices. Music, I feel like it's one of those things that could be overlooked. It also depends on the player. Like, some people are impacted a lot more or less by music. I am someone who I definitely... I can have an emotional connection to a scene just based on the music, and basically the music tells you how to feel, you know? I see this down here. Don't think you can hide from me. You got anything else in here? Probably only going to get consumables, except that ruby. Oh, okay. Well, that was cool. Could be randomized. Sometimes low-level items pickups are completely random. Right, go ahead, kill this guy first. We've learned our lesson. I'm over here being like, oh, we're only going to get consumables. I mean, to be fair, that's not a good item. It's going to be pretty much first on the chopping block to get replaced. All right, go ahead, kill these first. Oh, this guy's netted, and but he's still in range. See, this, he can auto-attack when he's snared. That's the difference. Poor Furbolgs. They don't deserve to go out this way. F2 and then use this. Oh, yeah. Then we pick up this, and he's right back up to snuff. Use those consumables. Don't have too good to use syndrome. Use them. Honestly, the healing, like the instant heal items that aren't salves, like out of combat stuff, we probably should have in our normal bag so that we can use them very quickly when we need, because that's what they're for. Would you look at that? Strange, the land doesn't appear to have suffered at all. Perhaps the distress is located elsewhere in the world. Spirits of the forest, I implore you, show me what is hidden from my sight. Show me what dangers have marked this earth. I see the desolate lands of southern Kalimdor. One of the inhabitants' homes has been destroyed, although it appears the attack was some time ago. By Elune. This forsaken realm lies in ruins. Could the Legion be responsible for such destruction? If true, then this worries me greatly. Still, there's no sign of the demons. I don't understand. There must be more to what I have seen. Eternal spirits, scour the earth once more. Show me if the demons have set foot in Ashenvale. A great conflict took place here, but not by the Legion's hand. Who else could harbor such malice with my people? A fountain of power. Its waters reek of dark energies, yet the soil around it remains pure and untainted. Where did this power come from? To what end serves this fountain, if not to defile? My awakening seems to be the result of these horrific events. It is as if the land pleaded for my return. I am in your debt, great spirits. This peril is greater than I feared. I must hasten to reunite with my people. All right. Reach the first and second village, and don't die. You might, I mean, it might as well just be like, move forward, don't die. You know what I mean? See, this is, there we go. That's what we put in the pouch. Get in there. This dude's throwing nets. It's like you could, some crazy manipulation where you have to move back so this guy could still attack. But at the same time, is it really even worth it? Like the time it would take to move away? You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of like over-optimization that would just be silly. I will say oh, he's asleep. I did quite like the opening cinematic. I thought that was quite good. I probably, oh my gosh. It's no problem. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we can get trees. Well, let's see. Causing nearby enemies' movement speed to be reduced and have a chance to miss attacks. So this is a debuff in an area. 35% chance to miss is no joke, and that's going to scale really, really well. That's going to scale really, really well. I guess we can leave that on the ground. What am I missing here? What if I right-click this village? Which way are we going to go? Oh, there's a bridge here. Sometimes the way those are in the Fog of War, it's easy to miss. Like the Mass Curse, like when you're fighting large armies, that's going to be quite good. It like in many ways it'll function like just like a really good aura. It also depends on the AoE. For now, especially on micro missions, I think the Treant's probably the best choice. You know, it depends on how long these Furbolgs live for. There should be like a dismissal option where it's like when a unit gets to like 1% health, it just flees. Like these Furbolgs are here to help us, but at a certain point, I want to be like, listen, you don't need to be here, man. You were just chilling, you were living, you were just vibing, and then we come along and we're like, hey, please fight for us, and then they just die. It's not fair. That's all I'm saying. I guess just root him again? We've got clarity. Very nice. Rune of Restoration, best rune in the game. That's not necessarily true. Rune of Rebirth, maybe? I guess it depends. If a footman drops a Rune of Rebirth, that's stupid. But if a footman drops a Rune of Restoration, that's really good. All right, let's go. Do this. Where's my other Furbolg? Oh, he got eaten. Do this. More clarity after this. I guess here? Oh, I only got one. Are these... Maybe I just didn't quite hit the trunk of the tree. Who knows, man? Okay, clarity. Healing. Mana Stone is quite good. For intelligence hero, you want... For whatever hero... Whatever your main stat is on your hero, you want a percentage-based item. Whereas, like, a flat item, that's good for all heroes at low levels, but, like, a level 10 hero probably won't need a Pendant of Mana, for example. Probably. But a Sobi Mask is going to be way, way, way more valuable on an intelligence hero at a high level than it'll be on any other, like, a strength or an agility hero, just in a general sense. I guess it kind of depends on the kit. But, like, you know, you want a percentage... a percentage-based mana increase is going to work really, really well. Oh, wait, there's nothing in those. We don't have to do that. That's going to work really, really well when you already have high mana regeneration. Okay, get in here. Let Malfurion move in. And trees? Okay, he's pretty much out of mana. He's still healing. He's still not out of mana. We're only like what seems to be a third done with this map. Okay, fine. Wait, hang on. We got crates. Here, we'll do this. Scroller protection. So we were on classic. Oh, is this going to be one of those? Because we have force of nature, we can find things behind trees. I mean, I guess... I mean, any additional stat is not bad. Range hero agility is fine. Range heroes generally attack much slower than melee heroes, so attack speed is not that big of a deal on ranged heroes. Ranged hero auto attack is usually pretty underwhelming. It's those spells, man. That's what we're looking for. Let's go. Yeah, put my trees to sleep, dummy. Let's root this guy. Oh, wait, he can still cast spells, so that's not what we need to be doing. Yes, get him, trees. All right, let's focus fire here. We're smarter than this. Go for the High Priest. They're attacking Furion. This I do not care about. We'll use this when we're done. Or now. That's fine, as long as it's not overhealing us. Yes. A druid pouch. +1 intelligence. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. We don't have any side quests, right? But there are multiple undiscovered quests. Let's get to that first village, and then we'll decide what we're doing here. Crates? Yes. Oh, yes. Lord knows how many things behind trees we missed at the beginning of the map. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff we're just going to have to deal with as we go along. I'm not someone who's going to be checking behind every tree. But I also don't think Turnro's the kind of person to put something really well hidden behind trees that you don't have some sort of hint to, like earlier. You could see it, you just couldn't get to it. Malfurion Stormrage, by the grace of a loon, you've awakened. Ishnu Allah, fellow sentinels. Dark times are upon us, for the hour of the prophecy draws near. What news of Nighthaven? Contact with the village has been severed, Shando. Rumor has it that the town has been besieged by a new threat. My sisters and I were unable to aid them. The once peaceful murlocs in the nearby river have become vile and assail us to no end. What is more, the northern passage to Nighthaven has become unresponsive, and we're unable to reach our sisters. Then we must restore the bridge. My power over nature has diminished as of late, so we must journey to the Moonblade Isle and reclaim the Horn of Cenarius. We must proceed immediately, Sentinels, if we are to reach Nighthaven in time. Oh, hello. Self-heal. Okay, use the horn to cross the river. Interesting. So we have melee units with self-healing. They don't have a ton of health, more than like a footman, though. Investigate the mutants on the eastern lake. Maybe up there? The village moonwells can be used to replenish. Yeah. You guys got anything special? Reduces damage taken from piercing. Yeah, that's normal. Okay. Cool, I'm going to stop here for today. So we're starting a new cool campaign. This is exciting. Have we been down here? No, it looks like we'll be able to get to this later. But yeah, keeping the episode length digestible, both for the viewer but also myself. I need to take more frequent breaks. I'm an old man, okay? I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Turnro, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.